Hey everybody, welcome back to another Seven Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Shy and Theta, and we're here to watch some Ranking of Kings, where last time was the Return of the Prince, where Boji returns to the kingdom to protect and face the enemies. IMDb, you are really not putting in your full effort on these episode
Yo,
summaries, I got to tell you.
Speaking of
hang
facing the
on though.
enemies, did Griff get that right? Because I was looking at the
He,
wrong screen.
that's what I was reacting at. He got that right. Griff is Return of the Prince here. Hold up.
I was looking at
He got that right.
Prince
He
and
got that
future
right.
king.
I was looking at the Discord. I wasn't on the overlay, so I had no idea if he did it right or not.
It was impressive. The one time you weren't watching, just clean. It was effortless. He made it look so natural, like he did it every time.
And now you'll never know if that's the truth.
Well, I
He's got it
will.
on video.
Yeah, I have to edit this.
Caught in
So
4K.
Well, you'll have to find out later then. But for right now, Theta, I think you have some new Hall of Fame editions, don't you?
well, I have at least additions for who's in this show, and I do have a couple that are new to the list because this will double them up. I did the poll on the channel for who was Yoshi Ueda's best role that we've responded to, or that we've watched in a show, because he's, as I've said before, Leif Erikson of Vinland Saga, Hiroki in Tokyo, 24th Ward, that's the guy who sacrifices himself for the kids, if you don't
Yeah.
remember. Tetsu from Summertime Render, the Ichiko hair-colored cop, who sacrifices himself for the kids?
It's
I'm
kind of
starting to sense a
like,
pattern.
that whole show was it's a blur to me. I just
Uh,
remember not liking it.
He's also Kanaje Avery in Witch from Mercury, the guy that kills kids' parents. So, breaking the theme, Griff.
Oh, the classic
Slight
guy.
reversal.
Well, he also happens to play Bepin here in Ranking of Kings.
Oh, we like Bepin. We
Yeah.
like King Snake.
I mean, we like most of his roles.
So 3
That's
out of
true.
4
We do
deaths,
like Leaf
doing
and
pretty well
everything.
so far.
But now we also have Takahiro Sakurai, who played Reagan in Mob Psycho. Despa here in Ranking of Kings. So that's kind of a theme going on already.
So he
And-
plays quirky weirdos.
He also played the Emperor and Overlord. I didn't want to try and say that name, because that is a weird-ass name. McGillis Farid in Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Oh, gosh.
And another one for just Shy and I, because we don't have that many overlap shows where we've only been together.
A lot.
He was also Neba in Tower of God.
We didn't watch Tower of God.
Tower of Druaga, sorry. Tower of Druaga. Sorry, Tower of God is my favorite tower one, so it's the first in my head.
Sorry, which one was that? Was that the
That
main
was
guy?
our first bet that we watched together.
He
Oh, no,
means-
he was the
I
brother.
remember
Older
now.
brother.
Isn't your favorite
Sorry.
tower anime?
Older brother.
Sorry.
He was the older brother.
Yes, thank you. The one who dragged him along, even though he's dead weight.
And he will go further on to play a character in Jujutsu Kaisen, a character me and Griff haven't seen yet, so I'm not going to say.
I need to watch season 2 of that. I need to
Well,
get on it.
We're
starting season 1, and
yeah.
we're already very confused.
But
Okay.
yeah, also one of these characters was also in your show, Shy, but they weren't one that we saw in the first 2 episodes, so I couldn't put them in.
Oh, Death Parade?
Yeah.
Do you have a name for me?
No, because I didn't write it down.
That's valid.
We also have Takuya Iguchi, sorry, I'm not good with Japanese names, who played Lloyd Voyager in Spy X Family, who is also now playing Domas in Ranking of Kings.
Ooh.
We have Meiya Sakamoto, who plays Moranjo here in Ranking of Kings, who also played Liza in Maiden Abyss.
Oh wow, that's a lot over here.
Deep cut there.
Kanata Miyaki, who plays King Boss here in Ranking of Kings.
Joe, big boy.
Also played Kakaitis in Overlord. Galen Massa, that mercenary leader guy from Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Mm-hmm.
And Scar in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh.
You know, I've actually only watched that in English.
Where we're watching it in English too, but I'm giving it in as like a I don't know, an honorary mention because we are watching the show and Scar is in the show. So.
That's valid. I mean, I love Scar. He's one of the best characters. The only thing I know from Scar's Japanese voice is that, like, I don't know if it was like a fan-made thing or if it was like a thing the artist made as like a joke, but him and Wrath like sharing their true names. Did you guys ever see that one?
No. Well, we're not even there at the show where... Oh, Wrath is showing up. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scar's
we
like
got
very 2000s emo, so or edgy, I guess.
we got one
Well,
more, but I
that's
will
the era.
point out also there's another voice actor on this that didn't make the list because they voice acted a character in the original Full Metal Alchemist that was filler and got cut for Brotherhood. So you remember
Yeah.
that one thief arc, the woman that wears the mask?
It has been too long since I've seen the original.
Anyway, it was an early arc, and apparently she does a ton of crossover in other shows. That one character. Anyway, our last one is Ayumu Murase, who played Nefira Belar in Overlord, who is also playing Kage in Ranking of Kings.
There
So
you
those
go.
are our stone-faced reactions, voice actor Hall of Fames.
Everybody coming together for Ranking of Kings here. So, just to go over quickly, what did happen last time?
Boji came back. He saved
Bo-
the day. He got that big green ogre guy to be his loyal dude, and
Poked him once and took him down to protocol.
he saved his mom. He got the dogs. He got the green guy. You know, the prince is back, baby.
Yeah, within 5 seconds of him coming back to town, he suddenly has 6 more new friends who will gladly kill for him. So,
Also
Boji has a superpower.
Also, Queen Healing went like mad hard on those mana potions. She did some. She brought what was it? What's the big guy's name again? I'm sorry, Domas.
Yeah, Demos.
Wait,
Yeah,
which big guy? Because Gigan is literally the biggest one on the field right now.
Sorry, I'm referring to the one who's with the Royals, who is defending the Queen. Domas?
No, God, what's his name? Domas is the sword trainer
Swordsman,
guy who tried to kill
yeah.
Boji.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I can't remember his name right now, I'm sorry, but the big guy, she basically brought him back from death. Like, he was like he was gone. He was losing way too much blood. And she's like, just give me that blue drink. I got it.
I believe the
because he's missing an eye now and a foot.
Yeah.
Even
And
after being healed.
Stabbed and bitten and all that stuff. He lost way too much blood.
On the side as well, Oaken was terrorizing the town, killed a whole bunch of the Underworld guards, and then got immediately shot by lightning. From across the planet, it would seem. So
we learned that immortality has driven him insane.
Oh yeah, we basically got like an entire package of like, hey everybody, here's a theme of the show. Pay attention to a theme. Come on, everybody, look at this. This definitely won't come up again with Moranjo for sure. Definitely not. Not at all.
Sorry, what was the theme again?
Immortality bad.
Just a quick reminder. I know
Immortality bad.
I keep stating who my favorite characters are, and I think we know Griff's is Bepin.
Oh, it's still Queen Healing.
Okay, I couldn't remember, so I wanted to ask.
Got another shot to die here, so
it's Boji, right? But if you're saying don't pick the main character,
which
it's
I always
Queen
do.
Healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought yours was Mitsumoto.
I can't even remember which one that is.
That's the giant snake.
Oh no, but I do like him. He's such a. I love gentle giants. He's he's nice. He's big.
yeah, just such a friend, right?
He's very friend shaped.
So I think also the episode also ended with I think it was Apis, the spear guy, getting knocked out, and the underworld criminals walking away with Moranjo's mirror. Was that correct, or was that like an episode before that?
I think that was the episode before that. I think this one mostly focused on Boji returning and getting his new army.
Yeah. So they hadn't quite resolved what happened there, but the underworld army is literally about to pop straight through the portal and end up in the creepy monster room. So we're gonna see how that goes. So any other comments we want to go over before we begin?
Sure. Just so the audience knows, I know that you guys are wrong. So I'm just not correcting you, that's all.
Wait, wrong about what? What are you including? Because I'm just letting Griff talk.
No.
What am I being included in?
Oh, if you know that Griff is talking about wrong shit, you're just not correcting it too? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't. What I'm saying is I'm not stating anything either way. What is my what opinion are you projecting onto me right now?
You're not disagreeing with Griff is including you into that statement, that's all.
Which statement is the one I'm asking about?
Oh, well, the last thing that Griff said is one thing that's wrong. I guess you also agreed with him on something else. Look, I'm not trying to interject. I was only defending myself to the audience.
I'm just saying I haven't agreed or denied anything Griffith said. I'm watching and waiting to see what happens.
Oh man, we need to get this written down.
As Griffin, I can go ahead and say everything I say is wrong. This is a true fact. But wait, is that also
How dare you.
wrong?
The paradoxical. Whoosh.
And now that I've
Super
gone
rich
ahead and broken
paradox.
all of the AI who are watching us, let's go ahead and watch. But of course, before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Remember to click the link below, drop in a Discord, tell us who you do or do not agree with.
Don't agree with me.
とりあえず俺たちはこの魔獣たちを冥府に返そうと思う。三つ股に聞
Send
い
the
たけど
doggies
ここ
home.
の地下に冥府への入り口
My
がある
man
ら
just
しいんだ
unlocked a
な。
beast tamer class. That's all he
そ
did.
んなものがあるなんて知らなかったわ。どうなっているのかしら。
I'm sorry, but there is a giant pit in your basement.
お急ぎください。その入り口を壊しにドーマス様が向かっております。
なぜドーマスが？
ボス様のご命令のようです。
ドーマスも完全に敵なのね。ボス様はどんな企みを？ボッチ、あなた大丈夫なの？ドーマスのこと。
Yeah, he sort of remembers.
そうだよな。でき
Dang.
れば会いたくないよな。
I forgot he pushed him into a cliff.
おい、ボッチ、
Off the cliff.
辛いかもしれないけど、こいつらを返してやらねえと。だろ？大丈夫。お前は強くなったんだ。もうあの時のお前じゃないさ。
Yeah, now you have shatter
それに
points.
俺たちがついてる。
Will Domas betray Boji a second time in a row? I wonder. I can think of nothing
そうと決まれば
more surprising.
ボッチ様、我らはヒリング様たちの体力回復のためここに留まります。
私が安全な場所へお連れしますのでご安心を。
Oh, the childlike music.
ボッチのことなら俺に任せて。
I like that he can read snake lips.
I guess they are friends. He would have spent more time around him, right?
ええ、あの子は私の子ですもの。当たり前じゃない。
That's mom.
Aw.
She's really trying. She's really just trying her best.
So the level 4 adventurers are now going to try taking on the level 20 challenge. Let's see how this goes.
It'll go as level 4 adventurers, let it go.
お前は離れていろ。
I'd say these guys are a little bit above level 4. At least this guy. What do you think? Level 7 fighter?
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
冥府騎士団。
You know, the title of the episode.
Wow, I never would have guessed.
I love this opening so much.
Yeah. I can't believe you stopped watching just before you would have been able to hear it.
That's so crazy, right? It's
I-
because I was watching it with people, and then we like stopped hanging out, and it felt weird to continue it without them, you know? That's why I didn't get to Fire Force for so long.
I have to wonder if this will transition, like, just into a straight-up invasion and takeover at some point. Like, on one hand, I'm
mean-
just thinking, but that's, like, a possibility, but they don't seem like they're gonna do it.
I mean, King Desha said as much.
Oh,
Like,
really?
King Desha literally said, hey, we're gonna take them over while this is going on.
Oh,
like-
okay,
like
I
almost
think I must have
verbatim.
missed exactly that, then.
Yeah, not King Despa, King Desha. Him. Mr. Fancy Stash.
The Mega Stash, that grants him
The
all of his
shark
powers.
teeth.
So yeah, how about that weather we're having?
Feels like 1,000 suns, Theta.
Sorry, you just
Thank
went
you.
suddenly quiet. Just gotta keep the momentum going.
It's just, I don't know. This show is just something really special to me. I can't think of an aspect of it that doesn't feel like, if it's not unique, it's at least exciting and fun, you know?
お前は
Mm-hmm.
ボス王国四天王が一人ドーマス
Like, I guess so far, the show hasn't done anything, like, especially unique as far as, like, fantasy settings like this go. But it doesn't have to be, it's good. What it is great.
Did
Did you catch that?
He said, give it over, or we fighting.
He accused them of breaking in and taking the prisoners.
They do have a job to do.
しかし
邪魔をするか
Well, yes, literally. That's what he's doing.
仕方ないだろう私もそういう立場だ多勢に無勢無駄死にだぞそれは己の名誉のためかいや単に頭に血が上っているだけか
A little bit of both.
At least he can use the stairs to his advantage.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
招待長あいつ結構冷静ですぜ三人一組でかかれトーマス様
I just thought of something that never occurred to me when I watched this show before.
What's that?
How did they possibly walk past him without noticing Hirko there, standing behind the pillar? The direction they're coming from would be approaching that guy.
So, like, I hear you, but I really feel like those helmets don't offer a wide range of peripheral vision.
Oh yeah, helmets with like that are absolutely terrible for it.
No, I mean, they were walking right towards him, and they'd have to go past him.
Also, there is a distraction in the form of Domas here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're kind of focused on him.
お前らなど私一人で十分
I like how he made use of the Bardish's,
誰かいるのかいるわけない
shape
だろ
there. That was pretty cool.
いやしかし緊張のために声を荒げたのだ若いなだがそう気張っていては実力の半分も出せないぞ
Oh, this guard's so sassy.
招待長ここは私が
Oh, it's X-Mask.
頼んだぞ
He got the big one.
It's the helicopter blade.
I love like the three squad like coming back down the stairs like, nope, no, we're out of the way of this.
できるなお前
Aww. That was kind of cute. Flattery's his weakness. Oh.
And already dunked on.
You think that's a Kenshin reference? He's got the crossed cheek thing. He also hit the guy in the back of the head with the back of his blade.
That was hilarious.
That would be an interesting reference, or it could just be like a
Coincidence?
trope thing, I guess.
ドーマスとやらなぜ峰打ちで私はまだ状況が飲み込めていないだから完全に敵対はしたくない舐められたものだないやお主はどこか巧妙だ事情を知らないというのも嘘で作戦なんじゃないのか違う知らないんだ
Same.
我らは惑わされず目の前の敵に集中するのみ全身全霊で叩き潰すぞ冥府騎士団の恐ろしさ見せてやろう
Previously claimed to be the best fighting force in the world.
There you go. Why didn't you just shoot him?
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy's cool. Shut up.
But Domas is part of the Big Four.
Well, he does have a big sword.
I'm just saying what he said at the beginning. One of King Boss's Big Four.
Yeah, I know.
He's earned the title right now.
Wow, his armor is just unmarked.
I mean, it's got to be paper thin. It literally shows his emotions on his face.
Valid. Hey, what, like, Sunday
it's the boy.
newspaper comic strip does that boy look like he's from? Him.
Hmm.
Family Circus, maybe?
You know, you're right, actually.
I'd say Doonesbury.
Yeah, like when the kid's grown up.
Looks like Doonesbury's boss.
Oh. He really do be looking like a newspaper comic, though.
密偵によるとボスは死んだがその後息子の体を奪い復活兵は混乱し国は崩壊寸前と聞いていたがよもや戦闘になるとはな
Oh, is he gonna
え
was he gonna fight King
え
Desha?
私とボスの一騎打ちで終わると思っていたがボス様と私を知っているか冥府のデスハーを相手をしてやる
I love that giant kanabo he's got over his shoulders.
手を出すな
He's just having fun with this.
勝つつもりなのかあの無敵のボス様と
How invincible can he be? He died. Checkmate.
私とボスを比べているのか小さくなったボスなど私の敵ではないぞ
Look, Desha's not a coward, he's an opportunist.
He's thinking about it.
横振りあのでかい金棒を受け止めることはできないだろう下手をすれば剣が砕かれるまず相手に振らせそれを叩き落とすそして返す刀で一撃考えがまとまったよう
One
だ
of the Sherlock Holmes moments.
行くぞ
Time to do something crazy.
He's not gonna swing, he's gonna jab, watch. Oh no, he's gonna go for a swing, huh?
You're about to see why this guy was made king.
For a show full of, like, wild powers, they're adding some, like, realistic
Watch it,
tension to
Griff.
this fight.
Watch it.
I feel like he's not gonna do anything, he's just gonna scare him into not doing anything. Oh, okay.
That's why this man's king. It's like your boy Chainsaw Man says.
Oh, what an asshole. He's still an asshole.
Oh my god! Absolutely destroyed. Whew. That was a lot. That was a lot.
Gotta remember, having the high ground just elevates your balls.
Your guts, which now have your balls up in them.
失うものなど何も残っていない。せめて少しでもこの国のために。そんな状態でどうする気だ。あんたらを
少しでも食い止める無駄だ。身動きできなくなるまで叩きのめされるだけだ。それでも
Homie, please move.
立ち向かう。
Yo, the moves.
私も一人でも道連れに。ほくろ。
Shouldn't have looked away.
Be stronger, he said.
Oh,
そ
love
の
it.
の話だと、ここを降りれば冥府の入り口だ。すげえ長い階段だな。急がねえと。
Nah, Big Ed's just gonna pick him up and jump.
どうしたギガン？
Ain't nothing for him.
This episode is so good.
I'm gonna just land on top of the king and then they just move on.
He has Squidward face.
いや、違った。ただ一人を除いては。
ただ一人。それは誰のこと？
ギガンか。あれはボスの息子。
Is he gonna mistake him for boss? Let's go, let's fight.
本当に生きてらした。
冥府騎士団、なんでこんなところに？え？ああ、デサーだ。それにあいつはトーマス。一体どうなってんだ？
It's our first time seeing Boji actually alive.
ボッジ？
Oh, poor little
Oh
guy.
no, poor traumatized boy.
Oh,
今まで見たことない顔してる。
he's never had severe PTSD from being killed like that before.
ボッジ、ボッジ。気にすんな。お前には俺がいるぞ。
Aww.
な。
Little men. Big boys.
ボッジ。 ボッチのぐちゃぐちゃな気持ちが伝わってくる。
I love him.
今までボッチから感じたことない気持ち。これは恨み、憎しみ。ボッチには俺みたいになってほしくない。お前、恥を知れ。
ボッチ様、今死んでお詫びを。
え？
トーマ様。 トーマ様。
He landed right on his neck.
I'm just shocked. Oh, he's fine.
Oh, he's got that Vegeta neck. He's fine.
Too strong to die.
ほくろ、鍛え上げたこの肉体が憎い。
トーマス様、あなたは何を考えてるんだ。今優先すべきことはボッチ様をお守りすることでしょう。
その通りだ。なんと
Dude on the left is just totally just chilling. He's not knocked out.
He's not even knocked out. He's like, you know what?
Turns
I wanna
his head,
break.
it's like, yeah, what's its action over here? I want to see the drama.
King cut my pay last week. Screw this. I'm unconscious.
He can get workers' comp, you know?
何の茶番だ。
I
Injured on the job.
really doubt the Underworld is unionized.
隊長がいないとまるで羽毛の衆だな。
All the characters in this show are so like expressive.
ぼっち今だ。
You kind of know exactly what every character's feeling just by looking at them.
Oh yeah.
無能がどう出る？
みんなちょっと待ってくれ。戦わないでくれ。
ああ
Man just wants some action. He's bored.
Dash ain't afraid of nobody.
The static.
リエさん待ってって言ってるのに。
Dash is a king?
いらないね。おい無能よ。久しぶりだな。
デスファー王、あなたが狙う人物とは一体誰なのだ？
我が国の罪人を逃し、この計画を企てた首謀者、ミランジョだ。
ミランジョ？
Oh, so he knows stuff.
知りません。
Makes sense. You find the king, you find the mirror.
まあいい。とにかく。
I like that habit of calling anybody who doesn't know what's going on carefree.
死をもって償ってもらう。
Well, yeah, you're too relaxed to find the important information, right? Don't care.
Oh, I love it. It just so many random things happening, just one after another. Not random, but like dramatic reveals.
That was a really fun episode.
It's the
Oh,
effect of
absolutely.
everybody coming together in just a random moment, because that's where they would all wind up.
Yeah, just at the bottom of the staircase. So, oh my gosh, are we gonna get Desha and Boji side by side? That's gonna be funny.
I know when I first saw this episode, I wasn't a big fan of it. Because I was
No?
wanting to see all the other stuff that's also going on right now.
Oh, so you wanted all the like cutaways to the other events and stuff right now?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
this made
was
very focused, didn't it?
Maybe. Well, I mean, we kind of resolved the healing thing, so I guess at this point it would be Boss and Daida.
Well, there's other stuff happening right now too. Yeah, what's happening inside of Daida's head with actual Daida? What's happening with
Yeah.
King Boss and Daida's body sitting in the thing? You have the three Sorry, I can't talk. The three criminals that stole Miranda's
Miranda.
mirror, and Apis got laid out. So, I mean, like, literally, just,
flattened.
if you were watching this all back to back, the last thing you saw was the mirror getting stolen. It's like, what the fuck's happening with that? And as I said, if it wasn't for Oaken, Miranda would be my #1 character, so that's where my interests lie. What the fuck's happening with Miranda right now? And then we never cut back in this episode. We were always here in the pit, except for the, where we started, which was sending Boji down into the pit.
Well, I mean, now that we're at the bottom, there's nowhere for the show to go but up, right?
No, we can go laterally.
We're in the pit.
Yeah, laterally. There's a. You remember, there's a portal that all these people walked in through the Underworld that Domas was heading here to destroy.
Rip, are you proud of yourself?
Yes, I'm very proud. Yes.
Alright.
Thank you for asking.
Just check it.
But there's you are like completely on point there. There's like so many other things going on. I still want to see it. We still have like all of that to look forward to right now, and we're just getting like these characters like grouped up.
I was gonna say I was pretty okay with this. I mean, I didn't even stop to think about that. You're right. Maybe a little bit of extra character would have been good too. But we had a whole like episode or two recently without Boji in it at all. So I'm actually pretty okay with this. The way it mostly followed him.
I think I need to get a gif of just like Domas pulling a full shy and just jumping for it.
Just put my face over that.
Oh gosh, yes.
I mean, it might be weird to say, but Boji. I know you guys are like, okay, if we're not going to pick the main character as our favorite character, then X. But I don't even know if Boji enters into my top 5 when it comes to favorite characters.
Honestly,
really.
main
To be
protagonists.
fair, you got a lot of good
usually-
ones.
I feel that though main characters, main protagonists usually don't factor into my top 5. I just really like Boji and Kage. They're
Well,
just
I didn't mean that as
really
a an insult against them. I just meant when
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes to this episode. I mean, Desha is a really good character, but
I love Desha.
Yeah, but I don't think he's like, oh, cool, I got one good character, and there's a room full of characters I don't really feel I care that much about. I mean, like, I do obviously care for Boji, but this is PTSD Boji, which is like not a happy thing. It's not.
Definitely not.
It's not a.
He did have to go through the emotional journey of this at some point. This was like a dramatic.
Well, we've
way to
seen
do
that
it.
once already when he thought that Hilling had sent them to kill him, and he's like, "Let's go back and see Hilling," and then he has to slap himself up and power through it. So we've actually seen this scene before. So this is just a repetition of that now with Domas instead of Hilling, and it's like, okay, it's not Boji fighting back or Boji being empowered or Boji powering through. It's PTSD Boji, which is the least of the Bojis that I want to see.
I mean, I'm gonna say I would honestly personally argue that he did power through. He slapped himself out of it. He got down and he was ready to like fight for the person who triggered his PTSD. For Domas, I would say that he did exactly that. He came through.
This is just the cross definitions of powering through. He's emotionally powering through. And I say power through, I mean like pulls out his sword, fights, action scene powering through.
Well, I mean, he literally was about to. Just Domas said no.
Yeah.
He literally had his hand on the hilt. You can't say he wasn't ready.
I never said he wasn't ready. I'm saying we didn't see it. And unarguably, you can't say that you saw it.
No, we saw that he was going to, though, which is evidence that his character had done what he needed to do.
Once again, I'm not indicating that his character wouldn't have done it. I'm saying we didn't see it because it didn't happen.
You wanted a fight,
Right,
we didn't get a fight.
But it sounded like your problem was with Boji's motivation and how he's handling what he's processing.
Once again, not motivation. I'm saying we've seen the scene already. He did it before when he thought Healing was trying to kill him. I'm saying that all we saw now is a repetition of what he did at Despa's place, and then we didn't get to see him actually doing something. His what's that thing I always say about tabletop games? His ability to do stuff was taken away from him.
Yeah, I get that, but I would say the fact that his agency was removed did not remove the fact that he was about to and was going to until they stopped him.
Right, but that doesn't change what we saw. He didn't do it because his agency was removed from him. I don't care what he could have done or was going to do. I only care about what we saw on screen, and that's
It just sounded to me like you were upset that Boji has not done anything to sort of grow from his circumstance. That's sort of what your wording implied earlier, or at least how I got it.
Once again, disagree. That's not what I meant.
That's just what I thought I heard, which is why I'm telling you what I thought I heard.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to cut this off at some point. All I was saying was why I didn't like this episode, and I keep getting back why I didn't like the season. Apparently, no, I just didn't like the episode, and this is why. And just only these very few specific things. Not reading into Moji's motivations, not reading into what he intended to do. Only exactly what we saw on screen.
Well, motivation was kind of a slip of the tongue. That's not the word I meant to use there. The one that I had replaced it with was the one that I wanted, and the one you agreed with.
Yeah, no. Boji, as a person...
I just want to say motivation was a slip of the tongue. Forget that was even said.
No, I'm just saying Boji as a person... I'm not even arguing with you. I'm just clarifying for the audience that thinks I hate Boji now because of this. I'm saying... Because I started this saying Boji's not even my top 5, and then we went into a breakdown of why I apparently hate Boji. I don't hate Boji.
You are really putting words in my mouth, dude.
I'm not even.
How about next time?
Nope. Grip, shut the fuck up. And I'm covering you now, Shy. I just told you I'm talking to the audience. I'm not even talking to you.
I'm just saying, no one said hate.
Look, I apparently hated all Mexicans because I didn't like the main characters in Iron Blooded Orphans. So I know the audience is real quick to jump. So
I didn't have that context. Okay.
So all I'm saying is that Boji is a great character, and his mental fortitude is second to none to almost every character in the show. I am just saying, in this particular instance, of where he got baby carried by Gigan, it was not a great scene for him, and most of this was featuring Domas, which is a character I don't really care about. Him getting kicked in the nuts was the high point of the entire episode.
It was really hard to care about him after he tossed Boji in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh
he's just
yeah,
a
he had to
crybaby
do
now.
some recovery from that. But I think next time, Theta, let's go ahead and get your top 5.
Next
for right
time or now? Okay, next time.
Next time, yeah. And for now, let's go ahead and wrap it up for the day. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Shine Theta, and we'll catch y'all next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?